Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Essence of Life, D with 2 E's. And today we're going to talk about my focus and intention for 2025. How can we make 2025 a productive year? I have 8, yes I said it, 8 focal points, okay? So the very first one, number 1, all things gratitude and faith. I am so grateful and thankful to be in this space. I'm just walking and trusting in God. He's guiding my steps. And I've always been Christian. I waste a lot of time being Christian, focus on the title, not the mission. I've always heard that when you walk in God's will, everything just falls in place. It is true. In 2024, I saw it for myself. Just trusting in Him and following what's in front of me, what He's telling me to do. It may not be things that I want to do or things that are comfortable for me, but life is so much easier. The path set in front of me, when I do what's in God's will, not for you, for me, right? Because not for someone else, but for me, it is a feeling of there's so much peace and joy. And this year my focus is to continue to give praise to God, walk in my purpose, spread the good news, and be free. I want to be free. Even with the test, I believe God was testing me last week. Something happened and I just literally crumbled. I was crying. I felt defeated. I honestly feel, now looking back on it, it was a test to see, do you have faith in me? And in that moment, I was crying and I was panicked and I was just doubtful and I was scared, and I know that God's not put us on this earth to fear. And in my moment of just chaos, I did stop and I said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and give it to God. I have faith that whatever it is that's happening right now, you will work everything out for my greater good. Gave it to God and moved on, and I felt a sense of just lightness. So I want to continue to see what all He has in store for me and for you. Alright, number 2, being intentional with my time. Time management. In the past, procrastination has had me in a chokehold. I mean, this year I am really focused in on time management and my procrastination. Yes, I have ADHD. And there are times when my mind is racing. I have 41,261 things going on in my brain. But on the outside, I'm like this. People would call it lazy, right? Growing up, people would always say, you're lazy, you're just lazy, you're just lazy, you're just lazy. Teachers, you're lazy. Oh, she's so smart, but she's lazy. But not knowing that I have a lot going on up there. And so medication will not work for me. I choose not to take medication. So for right now, I've been writing things out. Now, I've tried this in the past of writing everything out and putting dates on it. Now that typically works for me when I was in a classroom setting. I would have sticky notes everywhere and it would have dates, and I would hold myself accountable to those dates and times. But now, holding myself accountable to an imaginary date of imaginary time does not work. But I do have goals for each day. That's been working for me so far, and also not beating myself up if it doesn't get done. For instance, this video is supposed to be dropped on the 9th. It's the 15th. So, yeah. And embracing the victories of when I get things done definitely helps me find my new normal. Alright, number 3, all things mental health. Acknowledging and managing my bipolar depression. I think I've done very well in the past 2 years, but it definitely can get better. And just having compassion for myself. I have a lot of compassion for others, but for myself, sometimes I do beat myself up, especially, I judge myself pretty harshly at times, extending that grace that I love to give to everyone else, to myself as well. Riding out those tough times, those dark times, without letting it consume you. In December, I was finding myself kind of in those dark moments, but I didn't let it consume me. I went ahead and wrote it out, and also let others around me know, hey, this is what's going on. Because life is so much more than those dark moments. And there's so much more good going on around us that we take for granted. At least I do. And moving forward, I want to continue to be cognitive of what's going on and pivot, owning a friend, letting them know what's going on, and not letting these dark times consume me. Number 4, health is wealth. Last year, I was doing really well at being mindful of the things that I eat, my emotional eating, me being active. I want to be the best version of myself, and in doing that, it's not really like a diet or a goal that I have in mind. Well, the goal is to be the best me I can be. I know what I'm not supposed to be eating or overindulging in, and I overindulge a lot. I know I don't want to be skinny, but I do want to be healthy. I do want to be safe. So that is something that I'm wanting to not only get back on, but do better. Putting myself first and truly loving me. I can't love me if I'm choosing to eat poorly. I can't love me if I'm choosing to overindulge. I can't love me if I'm choosing to be inactive and continuing bad habits that are poor to my mental health, knowing the terrible outcome that could happen. Definitely, that's not loving yourself. So this year, prioritizing me. Number 5, dating, and relationships. This year, I want to be more intentional with my time. I want to be more intentional with my time of connecting with others. Like dating and building relationships with people. I tend to isolate. I'm an isolated person. I'm always at home. I'm a loner. I like to be by myself. But here's the thing. I always say I like to be by myself. I say I like to be at home. I say I like to stay in my bubble. But honestly, I'm learning that my isolation may not be a want or a like. It may not be something I truly like. It most likely is a trauma response to something. Something has happened to where now I'm a recluse. Because my personality type naturally is very outgoing, very big, animated. That's how I am. But I notice socially, when it comes to making friends, a partner, or even my family, there is just something that makes me extremely distant and isolated and shut down, and I do not want that to continue. I don't want to leave this earth and not have any friends, true friends. I experienced motherhood because I couldn't get out of my own bubble to connect with someone else and make something beautiful out of it. Number 6, okay, so number 6, just a continuation of number 5, building those connections. When I think of my family, I'm not present. I'm not a present member of my family. I think with most people, I believe the reason why I'm not present, we all go through our own traumas in childhood. And I believe what happened with me was all the things that I endured, it wasn't a safe place to talk about it. What I did without even thinking was, once I got old enough to make my own choices of who I want to be around and who I don't, I just chose not to. But, cousins, aunties, mom, sister, there are people who we all grew up together, but we don't know each other. Like, they don't know me. My mom doesn't really know me. You know, my mom is just now learning me. My sisters, they don't know me. I don't know them. I don't know my cousins. I don't know. Like, they know of me. Surface level things. But they don't know me. And I want that to change. So making amends with my family, being present, and really getting to know each other for who we are, not just the titles we have. Number 7, seeing things through. Yes, I am breaking free of the guilt, the shame, the depression. I'm trying to break those cycles of procrastination, shame, depression. Like, I am so tired of being tired. I'm so tired of being tired, and it's like, you know, I would just feel so weighed down and so tired. Like, I haven't even done anything. Yeah, you have. You've been sitting here beating yourself up about all the things you're not, and you can't even move forward on what you want to do or what you can't do, because you're so focused on what you're not, what you can't, what you'll never be, how you feel. I am enough. I can do all things. And just affirming myself. And when I say affirm myself, I don't mean, and to say it is good, but as much energy as I can lay in the bed and be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to go to work. Oh my gosh, I'm calling in. Should I call in? I don't want to see these people today. All that energy, that's that same energy I need to have when I'm up. I can do this. That's the same energy I need to have when I'm bigging myself up that I can do all things. I need to have that same energy. That same energy as when I'm yelling at somebody for doing something that I don't like. That same energy when I'm over here laying in the bed contemplating if I should call in. That same energy when your boss is getting on your nerves and you're ranting on the phone about all the things you don't like. You need to have that same energy and that compassion on all the things that you want to do, can do, should do, would do. I don't care if you say you want to be the princess of Zimbabwe. You can be princess of Zimbabwe. You manifest, you see it, you say it, you be it. Like, I am that. Okay? I am that. Now, if there's no more I wish, there's no more I'm trying, I am. I am that. Yes. Number 8 is gonna sound like like I am just repeating myself over and over again, because I am. Affirming yourself. You can do all things. There is nothing you can't do. It may not look like Peter or Tom's, but it's definitely gonna look like you. It's gonna look like Essence. Essence is doing exactly what Essence is supposed to do. Affirming myself every day. Celebrating the small victories and accomplishments every day. And when I say small, I could have a day like today. I had in my head today, I'm going to my mom's house, go hang out with my friend, have lunch with her, come back to the house, clean up, cook dinner, meal prep, and take a shower, pick my clothes out for tomorrow, and go to sleep by 10 o'clock. That perfect. In my head, you can't tell me that's not it, right? But instead, what happened was I got out of bed at 1. Okay? Got out of bed at 1. I've been up since 10 a.m. Didn't feel like getting up. I answered the emails with the clients. I got up. I did shoot content. I picked out my clothes for the next day. I have no idea what I'm eating tonight. But instead of me sitting here talking about all the things I did not do, I am bigging myself up for shooting 2 videos today. I'm bigging myself up because I'm like, oh yes, Essence, you made sure that you responded to these emails the same day they were sent to you. Great job. Continuing to have that type of mindset. Like, I'm not going to focus on all the things that I did not do. No, all the things that you did do and can do and can still do. I know in my spirit, 2025 is going to be amazing for me, for you, 2024 was, it did its big one. Like 2024 did its big one. It felt like a movie. It felt like it wasn't real. Like it was like me watching me, and I'm doing all the things that just don't seem like the norm for someone like me, but it is me. Like, I am inspiring myself because I am literally stepping outside of myself and not doing what I want to do. I'm doing what God wants me to do, and it's an amazing feeling, and I cannot wait to see what's in store for us for 2025. Wow. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below of some things you want to work on in 2025, or you're excited for in 2025, or if you can relate to any of the stuff I said here in this video, definitely leave it down below, and I appreciate you so much. And again, I want to give all praises to the Most High. I am so grateful and thankful that He's brought me into this new year, and I'm continuing to trust in Him completely. It's with that saying of blind faith. I'm just walking and trusting in God. He's guiding my steps, and I tend to get overstimulated a lot, and I need to figure out, when I do get overstimulated, how to use that time productively when I'm coming down, and not isolate myself, because that's not going to be productive for me as someone who is starting a business, also wanting to get out of that bad habit of things are too much, shut down. Things are too much, people don't hear from me. Things are too much, I go ghost. Like, that's not going to work moving forward. I'm a person who really enjoys succeeding, and then if I think that I'm not going to do well at it, I don't do it. We're done with that. Practice. I want to say practice makes perfect, but like my kids always say, practice this gets better, right? Choosing life and choosing to be here is the biggest prize of them all. There are things that come with being obese, and no matter how cute and fine and sexy I think I am, I can definitely do much better than what I'm doing now. No, I don't want to be skinny, but I do want to be healthy. Prioritizing me. Treating my mind, body, and spirit as one. God did not create us to be alone. And I remember last year, last year it finally clicked to me. I was having a conversation with an associate, and he would just talk about how lonely he was and alone he felt, and he just really wanted somebody. And I couldn't, and as compassionate and as empathetic as I think I am, I could not understand what's the problem. And then I realized, no, Essence, you're the problem. God did not put us on this earth to be alone. Number 6 for me will be that creating a family unit, a family bond, making those memories. We don't have family reunions and family vacations and things that we can say that we did together. I want to start that now. I want to go out on trips and have have all those little fun experiences that most kids would love to have. We're essentially healing my inner child, celebrating all the wins, big and small. Big and small. I woke up this morning, that's a win. Perfect health, that's a win. Me being able to wake up in the morning, that is a win. Before my feet touch the ground, all of my limbs are working. That is a win. It sounds so cliche, but it is so true. When I wake up in the morning and my alarm is going off on the other side of the room, before my feet touch the ground, thank you, God, for allowing me to see another day. Embrace those wins, y'all. And guess what? I don't know what food I'm going to eat tonight, but that's a problem to have, because you have food, right? There are people who don't have food, but you have food. You have so much to choose from that you don't know what you're eating tonight. Boo-hoo, right? Like, thank you, God. These are Thank you.
Why you so fine?